I want you to know something that most people would never believe if I said it aloud, but I feel it every day, deep inside the quiet hours between midnight and dawn. It's a pull, a frequency that seems to call from certain people, scattered across this planet, people who carry within them the same unexplainable fire that once kept me awake as a child staring up at the stars. You are one of those people. I can feel it, even before our paths cross. That is why I want to meet you. It's not because of fame, not because of wealth, and not because of what you've achieved so far. It's because something in your soul vibrates on a frequency that aligns with creation itself. You have the spark, the same spark that speaks to me when I look at Mars, when I hear the hum of a rocket engine, or when I sense the silence before a new idea takes shape. That spark is not random. It is a message from the universe itself saying, there is more. I've come to believe that our existence isn't just a mathematical accident. There's something spiritual behind progress, an invisible pattern that connects invention with purpose, reason with destiny, science with soul. When I think about meeting you, it's not about a handshake or a conversation. It's about resonance, a merging of two frequencies that the universe has decided must meet, because together they form a pattern capable of changing something, somewhere, for someone. You've probably felt it too, that restless voice that whispers inside you, telling you that your life isn't meant to be ordinary. It's the same whisper that drove me to dismantle rockets, question everything I was told, and challenge limits that were called impossible. That whisper isn't ambition, it's remembrance. It's your soul remembering who you were before fear taught you to forget. Most people live disconnected from that inner call. They trade it for comfort, for approval, for safety. But you haven't. Not completely. That's why I can feel your energy even from afar. You might doubt yourself, you might have lost direction, you might think your time hasn't come yet, but destiny isn't late. It's aligning. There are moments when I sit alone, surrounded by the hum of machines, and I close my eyes. I ask, why do I keep building? Why do I keep reaching? Why do I feel that we must go beyond Earth? And the answer that comes isn't scientific. It's spiritual. It's because humanity was never meant to stagnate. We are the universe waking up, realizing itself through creation. You are part of that awakening. When I say I want to meet you, I mean that I want to witness that same divine spark in another soul, someone who hasn't given up on wonder. Someone who still believes that there's more to life than survival, more to time than clocks, more to love than words. You have that belief, even when you hide it under layers of doubt. And I see it. You see, everything we create is born twice, once in the mind, once in reality. Between those two births lies courage. The courage to begin when nothing guarantees success. The courage to believe when logic says, no. You have that courage inside you. It might be sleeping, but I promise you, the world will need it awake. The truth is, the reason I want to meet you is not to tell you something you don't already know. It's to remind you of what you've forgotten. There is a force inside you that's older than your fears, older than your pain, older than your doubts. It's the same force that moves galaxies. You are not here by accident. Every challenge, every heartbreak, every failure, all of it was designed to strip away the layers that keep you from seeing who you really are. When we meet, I wouldn't ask you what you do. I'd ask you what keeps you alive. I'd ask, what dream refuses to die inside you, no matter how many times the world told you to let it go, because that dream isn't a fantasy, it's a map. It's guiding you toward your destiny. I've learned that technology without consciousness is hollow. Rockets, cars, AI, they're all reflections of the same desire to reach higher, to transcend limitation. But the true journey isn't out there, it's inward. You can build the most powerful engine in the universe, but if your spirit remains asleep, you'll never leave the ground. And that's why I want to meet you, because your spirit is stirring. You might think you're ordinary, but the truth is, you're rare. The universe doesn't make accidents. You have a role in the unfolding of something far greater than you realize. Maybe you're meant to invent, or heal, or write, or awaken others, but whatever your mission, it carries light. And when your light joins others like it, we change the trajectory of humanity. I've always felt that progress isn't just measured by innovation, it's measured by consciousness. Every invention that truly matters comes from love, love for life, for truth, for possibility. You have that same love hidden inside your pain, waiting to be recognized. And I want to meet you because I sense that once you realize it, you'll become unstoppable. When I speak of destiny, I don't mean fate as a fixed script. Destiny is alive. It responds to choice. The universe listens when you act with faith. It moves when you dare. I've seen miracles disguised as persistence, seen failures that became the foundation for revolutions. Your story is still unfolding, and the next chapter begins when you decide that your purpose is stronger than your fear. The truth is, I don't just want to meet you. I need to. Because energy attracts energy. The dreamers of this world must find each other. We must build networks of light across the planet, souls who remember that we are here to expand consciousness, to merge technology and spirit, to remind humanity of what it means to be alive. Maybe that's why you're reading this now, because at some level, your soul called for this message. Maybe this is the universe's way of whispering, wake up. It's time. You don't have to understand how destiny works. You just have to listen. The same current that guides the stars is guiding you. Every time you follow your intuition, you align a little closer to your true path. And one day, when the time is right, our paths will cross, not by coincidence, but by design. Until then, I want you to remember this: you are a co-creator of the future. The same intelligence that designed galaxies breathes through you. The same power that built rockets also built your soul. Don't doubt it. Don't silence it. Let it move through you. When you start walking toward your purpose, doors you never imagined will open. People you've never met will appear. Synchronicities will unfold like constellations connecting one by one. That's not luck, that's alignment. And when that alignment deepens, you'll feel it, a magnetic pull toward those who share your vision. That's when we'll meet. Not in a boardroom or on a stage, but in the quiet recognition between two souls who remember why they came here, to ignite light in a sleeping world. You may not see it yet, but every breath you take is part of a cosmic rhythm. The same pulse that stirs the oceans and spins the planets hums inside your chest. When you slow down enough to listen, you begin to feel it, the faint vibration of belonging, the reminder that you are not separate from the grand unfolding of creation. I used to think destiny was something I had to chase. Now I know it is something that unfolds the moment you stop resisting what you already are. I've learned that the universe is not impressed by noise, it speaks in quiet currents. When your mind is loud with fear, it is impossible to hear guidance. But when you stand still inside your own silence, you start receiving messages, not words, but impressions, sensations, moments of deep knowing that whisper, "This way." That same whisper guided me through every uncertainty, and it is guiding you now. The path you seek is already beneath your feet, you only need to recognize it. Sometimes destiny hides behind delay. You may wonder why the doors you've knocked on have stayed closed, why your efforts seem invisible. But the universe delays only to prepare alignment. When the moment arrives, it will feel effortless, not because it's easy, but because everything inside you will finally agree. Your doubts will loosen their grip, and clarity will arrive like sunrise over water. When we finally meet, and we will, I want to see that recognition in your eyes. Not recognition of me, but of yourself. I want to see you remembering the truth that you were never waiting for anyone's permission. You were only waiting for your own courage. The people who change the world are rarely the ones with the most resources. They are the ones who refuse to be ordinary when their soul is asking for extraordinary. You might feel small in the vastness of existence, but the universe is composed of small things acting with intention. A single electron's movement changes the balance of an entire atom. In the same way, a single human choice can change the direction of history. You don't need to shout your purpose to be powerful. Real power moves quietly. It glows instead of burns. It attracts instead of demands. It heals instead of conquers. The greatest energy in the cosmos is not explosion, it is expansion. When love expands through your actions, reality itself rearranges to meet it. I want you to begin seeing every ordinary moment as a sacred transmission. The laughter of a friend, the warmth of sunlight, the stillness after rain, these are all ways the universe reminds you that creation is ongoing, and you are part of it. Every breath is an invitation to participate in the miracle of being. When you accept that invitation consciously, your life becomes a collaboration with divinity. There is no such thing as coincidence in a universe built on frequency. Every person you meet, every challenge you face, every desire that won't leave you alone, each one carries a fragment of the message you came here to complete. When you stop judging your journey and start listening to it, those fragments begin to assemble. Slowly, patiently, your purpose takes form. I used to think destiny was a straight line leading to a destination called success. Now I see it as a spiral that keeps drawing you inward. Every time you return to a familiar pain or fear, it isn't failure, it's another turn of the spiral, bringing you closer to truth. Life repeats lessons until the wisdom inside them is absorbed. Once learned, the pattern dissolves and a new one begins. So when you feel lost, breathe. The stars are never lost, they simply wait for darkness to reveal them. You too are revealed by the dark. The struggles you hide from are the forge of your light. Don't rush your transformation. Caterpillars do not argue with the cocoon, they surrender. In stillness, they dissolve and are remade. Your own metamorphosis works the same way. When fear tells you you're behind, remember that the universe has no clock. Eternity is patient. It will wait as long as it takes for you to awaken. But once you do, the momentum is unstoppable. Energy that has been waiting for lifetimes begins to flow through you, aligning circumstances you never could have forced. Doors open not because you pushed harder, but because your vibration finally matched the frequency of truth. That's what destiny really is, resonance. The meeting of two frequencies that belong together. You and I, and countless others scattered across this planet, are notes in the same cosmic song. When we vibrate in harmony, the melody becomes strong enough to be heard beyond Earth itself. That is why I want to meet you, not to teach, not to lead, but to harmonize. Even as I speak these words, I can feel the connection strengthening. The moment you read them, our energies overlap. That is not fantasy, it's physics. Consciousness transcends distance. The intention behind words travels faster than light because it is light, condensed into meaning, carried by your attention. Every time your heart responds with a quiet yes, the circuit completes. The universe registers the alignment and begins to rearrange events accordingly. If you could see what I see when I think of humanity, you would never doubt your worth again. I see billions of points of light, each flickering with potential, waiting to awaken into brilliance. I see how one awakened soul can ignite thousands, and how those thousands can shift the fate of civilizations. You are one of those sparks. The reason I want to meet you is because your awakening is already underway, and the world needs what will emerge when you fully remember yourself. You don't have to know what that gift is yet. Destiny rarely reveals the whole plan. It asks only for your willingness to take the next step. The path appears as you walk. Faith is not blind, it is visionary, it sees beyond what sight can confirm. Let that faith be your compass. There will be moments when the world feels heavy, when noise drowns out the music of your purpose. In those times, return to silence. Sit with the stars or the sound of your own breathing. You will feel the same energy that has guided every explorer, every artist, every dreamer since the dawn of consciousness. That current will never abandon you. When we finally stand face to face, it won't be the meeting of two people, it will be the meeting of two echoes of the same eternal note. Until that moment, keep listening. Keep trusting. The universe is already arranging the alignment.